Hi, it is the Human Operating System time. So today I'd like to share with you the very basic of traditional Chinese martial arts. And this is just a simple basic education so that we know clearly what is traditional Chinese martial art is about. Instead of going into those internal chi, techniques, legends, all those stuff. Okay. So the traditional Chinese martial art, the first thing is about, if we're using a straightforward, straight top term, even though the ancestor of Chinese martial art like to say self-defense, that means it is fighting. Okay. So the bottom line of a martial art is it be able to fight. Okay. So the first thing about fighting is, if it's my opponent, the first thing, and this is the top priority, is to KO him. Okay. The bottom line of a martial art is just to KO this opponent, because it is a fighting. Now, in order to KO him, there are few things need to be trained to have the skill. The first skill is, okay, if he's just standing there like an idiot, to let me KO him, I have to have enough impulse momentum to smash him so that he's down, he's knocked out. Okay? So that is the first thing. Even if he's an idiot standing there, let me just strike him to take him out, I still need that impulse momentum to KO him. I need to develop those type of ability to generate those kinds of the strike or the G-force. Today we talk about the momentum to take him down, and that involves in handling the body momentum and speed or accelerations. So that's number one. Do one train those generate of the impulse momentum, speed, and handling of the body? That's number one. Disregard of what? Okay, assume that the opponent is an idiot. Now, well, the opponent is not an idiot. This is a human, it's not a wooden dummy. So, the second thing is, one need to know how to get to the opponent, and if the opponent change, how is one supposed to change with the opponent or trick him so that at the end we can KO him. So that's the second, dealing with how to handle his resistance, his change, while we are keeping changing, and so that we be able to KO him. So it's about change. His change, my change, and then how am I going to trick him, how am I going to get in, those stuff, or closing the gap, those stuff. Okay? So this is the second thing. The third thing is, well, ideally, if he's an idiot, I can just go there. If I have enough momentum and I can generate enough impact, I can KO him. The second is, ideally, if I have skill to play with him, entering and so forth, I can KO him. Okay, playing with my momentum and so forth. What the third thing is, this is ideal case. So what if I got hit in the process of I get in? I get struck. Well, it's possible. Nobody is going to stand there like an idiot to take the strike from you, and also nobody is going to be like idiot playing around with you and let you strike him and he won't strike you. So the third third case is, can the body take the impact? Just body. So, the entire traditional Chinese martial art can be summed with this. The first, the goal is to KO the opponent. One, be able to have the momentum and generate enough momentum and impulse to KO it. One, be able to change here when the opponent will resist and doing all kind of stuff. The third thing is, one need to be able to take the hit, the strike. So that's the bottom line of the impulse momentum based traditional Chinese martial art since 1560s. Okay? Now, so what is the so-called styles like Wing Chun and other traditional Chinese martial art styles is about? Well, style is just saying the first thing, if I want to strike him down, what type of impulse momentum I'm going to generate? What type? I'm going to swing like that, I'm going to crush him with my body. What type? The second thing is, when I come in, he's changing. Should I attack him in this long range or this short range, or take down those kind of things? And then if he grab me all kind of stuff, what should I do? Based on what is my uniqueness of attacking. The uniqueness of attacking. So every style have a uniqueness on the striking, the generate of the impulse momentum. Every style have their uniqueness of playing while striking, while the opponent is resisting and the opponent is attacking when you attack him. So, for instance, Wing Chun strike is the in strike, which is close to the body strike in the close distance or short strike momentum zone. Wing Chun is going in, pressing with the knee, pressing with the body, strike him, and then he changes, strike him, those kind of stuff. Versus the long fist, smash him like a gyros. Different stuff. So this is different style. Okay. Now, knowing this, and of course one need to train how to take hit. If I'm here, I got hit. Can my body handle it? What should I do? How should I make use of the momentum? Those kind of stuff, which is the third thing. Right? Now, those are traditional Chinese martial art basic education, what it is. So, one is not there saying that I can fa jing, push hand, qi sao. Well, ask, what is your qi sao or push hand got to do with the strike him down, generate enough momentum, playing with him, and take hit, take the strike, which is possible. So what is all this push hand, standing there, push hand, slow motion, all this internal jing, and then all the qi sao here, standing there thing. Got to do with, you're going to strike is going to go full speed, high accelerations. You're going to change with the change is going to go full speed and high acceleration. What is this qi sao I think got to do with it? Got to do with that traditional Chinese martial art, the fighting. And what is this mind power, structural power got to do with that? When you get inside there, just go watch those MMA play or UFC play. Did anybody can stand a structure inside there versus an opponent which is as good as you? Or is keeping dynamically changing? Just watch it for real. You watch Kyokushin, you watch Thai boxing, you watch judo, you watch BJJ, and you see does anybody will stand there with a structure doing Chi-Sa, forward pressure, or a Tai Chi push hand? Will it apply to that? If you look at the Xu Xiaodong defeat the Tai Chi player 2 years ago, what Xu Xiaodong is strike in? What? The bottom line of fighting is go in and strike in. And if the opponent is slow enough and don't know what to do, it's good keeping striking. Then that is what the Xu Xiaodong do versus the Tai Chi guy stand out like that. What the heck is trying to do? Try to neutralize his force. What if one have brainless, where the opponent is going to take you down, KO you, and you're just going down there, I have Fa Jing, I have this and that. What are you doing? It's like fighting with a tiger. You say, well, I'm going to Fa Jing with the tiger, when the tiger's notion is going to eat you alive. It doesn't make complete sense at all. Okay? So this need an education to know what it is. And also this mind power, all this thing. Come on. What has got to do with what the traditional Chinese martial art? The goal was striking down and the 3 points. Do one prepare for that? Well, what is all this mind power in Xulin Tao? Or the Tai Chi put in Wing Chun, and then you can do this Fa Jing, stuff got to do with that 3 things. Meaning that you strike him, do you have enough power? Meaning that can you play with him at that high speed? Do you have the cardio or not? And what if you take strike? Can you take it? What has got to do with it? It practically, with this kinds of thinking, which I call superstitious, got nothing to do with that. So it is no surprise when the Tai Chi guy fights Xu Xiaodong, he got taken down. It's just reality. And also, if we just doing the chain punch and people can look at the MMA guy can fighting in the long range and go hooking in the close range and go take down, and one just only know this chain punch, how the heck are you going to fight with him? It's just clear, it's basic. So there are many times, including this morning, somebody sent this video in the messenger, Facebook Messenger for me, and then discussing on this thing. What to discuss? The basic is, as what I say, the top priority is to KO that guy, and you have to prepare 3 things to KO that guy, to play this game. And you probably get KO, okay? Nobody guaranteed. There's no guarantee there. So, that's why again and again I say it needs an education. I do not promote violence and I don't want to do that, but at least we know what is going on. Instead of going blind on this chi, on this all kinds of stuff. So that's why I wrote all my books, those like Wing Chun Matrix. You need to know what is going on. Knowing what is going on doesn't mean that you have to fight. You walk away because you know that, the first thing, fighting means he's going to KO me, I'm going to KO him. The second thing is am I good enough to play with him in this momentum game? When I get in his resistance, when he get me, I'm of course going to resist. The third thing is am I prepared to get struck or not? Can I take it? Do I have the body condition? You need an education to know what is the type of the game we are playing in. So that's why I wrote those books you know, like the Wing Chun matrix and so forth. And then one for Wing Chun style, meaning that you have to go close. Okay, this is the attack, this is the attack, this is the attack, this is the attack, and then you change, whoop, attack. You need to have that to call it Wing Chun. Then everybody call it sticking body short strike. It's not like you stand here, you do change pan, triangle shape. Well, that is not sticking body short strike means. If you go check all the details data of the Chinese martial history. Okay? So let's talk with the evidence and technology instead of getting into all this label. Wing Chun is just a label if we don't know what's going on. Traditional Chinese martial is just a label if we don't know what is going on. Style is just a label if we don't know what is going on. So this is to share with you. Hopefully this is really clear. You know, we know this, there's no need to go fighting. But at least we know how this game is played. So that's the bottom line of educations. We know the tiger is fierce, we better run. Okay? Instead of thinking that when the tiger hop at one, the people say, well, I want to do chi sao with him, or push hand. Or you can do all your push hand and fa jing as you like. Just try it. If a bicycle go at you, can you chi sao, push hand to get the bicycle away, or get crushed in by the bicycle? That's simple. Momentum. Can you handle it? Can the body train to handle those? And what if you get crushed? Will you be able to take it? That's the name of game of fighting. So if one knows what pressure in sparring, the idea is that I'm going to KO you, you're going to KO me. The idea is that I have to need enough force. The idea is, can I play here? How many type of games I can play here in the momentum? The idea is, if I get strapped, is my body conditioned enough? So you look at the Thai boxer, the Kyokushin, the BJJ who roll, who fight every day, who testing the strike. What pressure? They know the rules. They are trained for the game. What pressure? But you keeping saying tan bong for all this kind of thing, but have no idea on all this. How are one supposed to play? Or you keeping training about this tai chi, this push hand, fa jing? How is one supposed to play? Of course, one get nervous when they face that because one have no idea what it is. Because the world suddenly changed. It is a momentum games. And one of the guys who train in there, be it in BJJ, in Kyokushin, in Thai boxing, in MMA, they know, okay? The common language is KO your opponent. The common language is have to enough power, momentum to do it. I have to be able to play here, struggling, resisting. If I take hit, expect that. Versus on the other hand, you know, just living in some kinds of movie, fantasy island. So I share with you today is because this thing constantly come up and up saying that, oh, is Chinese martial be able to fight MMA better than that? Well, traditional Chinese martial is not what you think. That's the issue. And Chinese martial have no different than MMA. Because in fighting, you need to follow just as what I repeat again. The first thing is who's going to KO who. The second is, will you have the power to KO? The third is, can you play? The fourth is, if you get struck, can you take it? If you want to gamble, you're expecting my loss too. That is traditional Chinese martial arts. Not because I have some kind of mind power or some kinds of secret techniques. Or I have to do lap sao this way, or tan sao this way, or striking this way. Got nothing to do with it. This is reality.